Hello, my lovely YouTube fans. Today we're going to be making a hanging basket. It's a basket with a handle to hang it on a hook so that you can get organized. You can put stuff in it, get it up out of the way. Um, of course, you can use the command hooks to hang the basket. Just make sure you are looking at the weight it holds, because some are 1 pounders, some are 2, 3. I think it goes all the way up to about 7.5 pounds. So just look at the pounds before you buy your command hooks for this project. I have command hooks that are 3 pounds that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using this lovely blue color here. I'm going to be using a G hook. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. So I'm going to set my yarn needle and scissors to the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with the bottom part of the basket. So I'm just going to go ahead and make my slip knot. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to join. And we're going to make a little small ring. So it's a really tiny hole. What we're going to do is we're going to work 6 single crochet into this tiny ring we just made. So 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Now I'm going to be doing a continuous round, so I have a small, some small scrap yarn. As you've seen in one of my previous videos, I use my scrap yarn to make my stitch marker. So there we go, there is my stitch marker. And now we're going to go around and we're going to work 2 single crochet into each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so just make sure where you start. 2 single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished round 2, and we should have 12 stitches. Now we're going to go ahead and do round 3. And round 3 is simply going to be 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. So 1 and then 2. And continue that all the way around. Okay, so now that I've finished round 3, and we should have 18 stitches at this point, I'm going to go ahead and do round 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. So that's 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. And you want to do that all the way around. Okay, so now that I went ahead and finished round 4, we should have 24 stitches at this point. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do round 5. And in round 5, we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3, single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then 2 single crochet in the stitch after that. I'm going to repeat that all the way to the end. Okay, and now that we finished round 5, we should have 30 stitches after this. I'm going to go ahead and do round 6, which is going to be 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. So 1 and 2. Okay, so now that I finished round 6, we're going to move on to round 5, which we're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to do 2 single crochet in the stitch after that. 1 and 2. There we go. You're going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so now that I've finished round 7, by now you know how this is going to go. It's the next row, which is row 8, is going to go single crochet in the next 6 and then 2 single crochets after that. And you're going to repeat that all the way around, and then you're going to continue on to row 9, which will be single crochet in the next 7 and then 2 after that. Repeat all the way around, and you're going to continue to do it in that order until you get to single crochet in the next 9 stitches and then 2 after. And at the end of that, you should have 66 stitches. Now I am going to go ahead and I am going to finish rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11 off camera, and then I will come back and show you what to do after that. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished round 11. So that round 11 was single crochet in the next 9 stitches and then 2 stitches in the next stitch after that. You should have 66 stitches at this point. Now we're going to go ahead and start on the sides. And now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch all the way around. So 1 slip stitch all the way around. Okay, and now that I've slip stitched all the way around, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet back post, or not a back post, but a single crochet. We're going to single crochet in the back spaces in the back chain. So I'm going to zoom in so you can actually see it, and then that way you'll know. So instead of just crocheting like normal, you're going to go in these back loops here and single crochet in the back loops, just like this. And it's going to make a really nice ridge for the bottom. Okay, go. So back here in these back loops. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So instead of going straight through, you're going to go through these loops back here, right back there. And it's going to create this little ridge, and it's going to look really nice. Okay, and now that I've finished going ahead and single crocheting in the back loops, as you can see what it's done. It's given it a nice little ridge on the bottom. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do round 13, which what we're going to do is we're just going to, instead of doing single crochets now, we're going to half double crochet. And what we want to do is want to do this from round 13 to round 30. We want to half double crochet all the way around. So I'm just going to half double crochet. And remember, this is from round 13 to round 30. So I'm going to go ahead and do this part off camera, and then when I get back I will show you what to do next. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished rounds 13 to 30. This is what your basket should look like so far. Then I went ahead and I cut and I added a new color and I chained 30. And with this 30, this is going to be our hook for hanging. So what you're going to do is you're just going to come in, and in the exact same stitch that you made your last stitch with the blue color, you're just going to come down and you're going to slip stitch right here. Just a slip stitch. There we go. And that same one, and this is going to be our hook for hanging. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain one. I'm going to go ahead and half double crochet all the way around. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so when you get close to the end where we chain, you're going to fold your hook down. You're going to do your half double crochet, and then you're just going to skip over this, go to your chain 1 and do a slip stitch. Okay, and now you could end your basket here and just hang it, but I wanted to actually add some colors, so I'm going to end my white there, and I've got some nice lovely purple, and actually in order to do this, I'm going to need to finish my slip stitch with the purple. So pull it out, go in, grab my grab my purple and do the slip stitch like normal, but with the purple. And then we're going to pull these tight so it doesn't come apart. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do half double crochets, but I'm going to do them in the back loops only, so it gives a little ridge effect. Okay, if I can get my yarn to go through without losing it. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. And again, you can do this if you want to. It's optional. You don't have to do this part. But I think it'll make the basket look nicer. Okay. And I think that looks really nice, and it's really cute. And see, now here's my hook, and I can just put my hook up, and it's not showing. So I think I might do one more round of purple, and then finish off my basket by cutting off my yarn and using my yarn needle to just not tie, but sew in the ends. And you're gonna sew them in here, in this little area. Just gonna put the needle through here. So I'm gonna zoom in so you can see this. So right in there, you're just gonna take your yarn needle and stick it through these loops, and you're gonna keep sticking it through. And once you get it through as many as you want, you're just gonna pull your yarn through to hide it. So I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial of the hanging basket, the crochet hanging basket. And as always, I am Pink Olay saying happy crochet.